So yesterday I received a comment on my video asking me, Infinite Trials, why don't you do a team preview intro in a Praetor Griffin voice?
Well, to that I say to you, hell freaking yes. So what's going on, guys? I've got an OU battle for you all today against this guy I found off the smoking server on PO, as per usual, known as Sup4Hippo, and for starters, let's just get us going with the team preview right here. So as you can clearly tell, I'm running that Sun team I used in my live narration, and he's running a Sand team. Now, the Sand team is going to be quite frustrating to deal with, may I say so myself. And looking at it, the main threats I'm looking at are probably going to be that Tyranitar, Heatran, and more or less the Rotom Wash. The Tyranitar is probably going to be the biggest threat, mostly because, well, let's see here, it's going to counteract my Sun, and pretty much disrupt any chance I have of sweeping with, say, Venusaur or Darmanitan. The Heatran, of course, is another incredible stop to my Sun team, and, yeah, the only thing I really have to use, against it is my Darmanitan, and if he manages to predict me correctly with either a Fire Blast or an Earth Power, I'm going to have quite a difficult time. Finally, the Landorus is just going to be a natural pain-in-the-ass sweeper, especially because it'll most likely be a Scarf set, which means unless I have Venusaur in the Sun, nothing's really going to be able to outspeed it. But without further ado, I think that's a good enough team preview intro for you fellas out there in the YouTube community. And yeah, okay, that's pretty much it. Oh god, that was a weird impression, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope, for those of you who are asking me to do it, I hope that fulfilled your desires. So, without further ado, let us get this batch rocking and rolling, shall we? Booyah! Alright, so he's going to lead off as Mienshao as I lead off my Darmanitan, knowing full well that I really don't have Darmanitan handle fake out. I'm just going to bring in Donphan because it is my physical wall in this team. And I pretty much play around that ingeniously, I must say. But in any case, I believe he's going to switch out and he's going to bring in his Slowbro here, as I believe I set up my Rock Switch is exactly what I do on this turn. However, I really don't want to be like getting too much damage taken on my Donphan from this Slowbro, so what I'm going to do is bring in my Ninetales. That way I can easily set up the Sun and reduce the damage that the Slowbro will be doing to me at all times. However, knowing full well he's definitely going to want to get rid of that Sun, he's going to bring in his Tyranitar, set up his Sand as I go for the Will-O-Wisp, which easily cripples it, which I knew that burn on my that Tyranitar is going to be would be so essential if I played smartly in this match, which, spoiler alert, I played like a moron. But in any case, I'm going to bring in my Donphan now as he brings in his Rotom Wash. He's going to go straight for that Hydro Pump. I'm going to go for the Rapid Spin just to see exactly what he's going to lock himself into and see whether or not he is running lefties or choice. That now, because he's not getting lefties recovered, that does let me know that he is a choice set. So I'm going to bring in my Jirachi, which is my special wall, which might be a really good poke to have on rain teams, not gonna lie. But anyway, I'm going to go for the Wish now as he brings in that Heatran on the switch, or as he switches out, yeah. And anyways, I'm going to bring in my Ninetales once more as I'm going to reset up my Sun, which in hindsight, really stupid idea, because I just gave that Heatran a perfect opportunity to boost up and just make his attacks a lot more stronger. Now, I think I went for the Wish just so I could get some health back, but as you can clearly tell, that Earth Power nearly takes me out, which really scared me. It terrified me a lot, because otherwise, had he gotten his gotten rid of my Ninetales, it would have been his weather dominating the game, which would have made this a lot less close than it actually was. But anyway, I'm going to bring in my Dragonite now. I'm going to try and deal some damage to it, but it was kind of a stupid idea, really. I played really stupidly around this Heatran, and the reason I brought in my Jirachi on the switch right there is because I was predicting HP Ice, but apparently he was just going to over-predict. So what I'm going to do now is bring Darmanitan, go for the Rock Slide, predicting that, Landorus was going to come in. However, I know I could get neutral, but even that doesn't even kill the Heatran. So now I've lost both Jirachi and Darmanitan, two Pokemon which I would have really liked to have on this team. Mainly so I got to take down both that Tyranitar, the Mienshao, just so many things. But anyway, I'm going to bring in my Chlorophyll, more like Borophyll, and wow, why is this battle moving so fast? But anyway, Landorus comes in. I'm just going to go for the Energy Ball to get some damage on that thing. However, I don't really want to get nailed by an Earthquake, so I'm going to bring in Darmanitan to take the hit. However, that does a lot more than I had anticipated, but whatever, it's Sand Boosted, what can you do? But it turns out that he actually is a Life Orb set, not a special set, or not a choice set, which was a dumb mistake on my end. I should have realized that.
by the fact that he was losing damage by life orb, but whatever. Anyway, Dragon Knight's gonna come back, and he's gonna, as he brings his Mienshao, gonna go straight for that big out, and yeah. Again, I play like a moron this match. Total moron. And anyway, he's gonna go for that HP Ice, nearly take my Dragonite out, which I wanted to see whether or not I could take the HP Ice, because I know he's definitely gonna pack it, mainly just so he can counter Gliscors, which are a huge threat to sand teams, not gonna lie. But anyway, I'm gonna switch out, bring in my Ninetales now, just so I can have some form of a death fodder as he goes for that HP Ice again, and just so I can reset up my stun, just so I have some sort of chance of sweeping. But at this point, I'm realizing, oh crap, it's his game. Like, it's literally his game at this point. So what I'm going to try and do is at least try and take out as many pokes as I can on his team and hopefully do something from there. But as you can clearly tell me, I'm going to take that Rotomosh out of the way with my energy ball, which is like, oh, cool. But here's where I make a really stupid misplay. Now, what I should have done here was switched out, brought in my Dragonite, knowing full well that I could have taken a crunch from that thing, and I could have taken a lot better than Venusaur did. I mean, granted, albeit I would have probably gotten the defense drop, but in any case, I would have been able to pretty much bring back in my Dragonite, get some D-Dance damage, or get some, like, heal off, and then get some D-Dance going, and then be able to, like, try and sweep his team from there. However, I make a stupid play, keep Venusaur in, trying to kill off the Tyranitar. However, because it is a special defensive set, I'm assuming, it does live, and yeah, so pretty much now this Mienshao is going to come in, fake out my Venusaur, kill that off. Sorry, I'm trying to get a little cut up here, and he's pretty much just going to finish off my Dragonite there with the HP Ice. And that's essentially his game, so good game Sup4Hippo. I definitely made some really stupid plays there, and I don't understand why that battle recording was so fast. I don't know. To me, it just seemed a lot faster than it normally was, but I don't know. It might just be me. I don't really know. But if you enjoyed this video, guys, you can always rate, comment, subscribe, and yeah, this is Infinite Trials here saying peace out, yo, and have a good one. And in my classic Peter Griffin-esque voice, bye!